Guardrails are installed along America's roadways for the protection of motorists. Guardrails, if properly designed, keep vehicles from straying off roadways and, when impacted at terminal endpoints, should absorb or dissipate energy from the crash and give way rather than remaining rigid and potentially spearing the vehicle. Unfortunately, hundreds if not thousands of guardrails do not achieve this purpose due to poor design or installation. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation Federal Highway Administration, 29 states in the country had the controversial Lindsay X-LITE installed on state-owned roadways. There are approximately 14,000 X-LITEs nationwide. However, over 80% are in 7 states. Why is the Lindsay X-LITE guardrail controversial? As reported by the Knoxville News Sentinel, in 3 states where 3,200 Lindsay X-LITE guardrails are installed, 7 people died in X-LITE-related car accidents in just 12 months. In Tennessee alone, there have been 4 reported deaths allegedly related to the Lindsay X-LITE since the summer of 2016. It was in March 2017, only after those deaths, including the highly publicized death of 17-year-old Hannah Eimers in November 2016, that the Tennessee Department of Transportation decided to remove the X-LITE guardrail entirely from roads where the speed limit is 45 miles per hour or greater. Why are Lindsay X-LITE defective guardrails still on the roads in 29 states? According to a June 2016 Government Accountability Office study, state DOTs look to FHWA as the gold standard for safety eligibility of roadway hardware, despite inconsistencies and misperception about FHWA's policy. In its April 2017 letter to the FHWA, TDOT referenced these inconsistencies, misperceptions, and other service performance issues as reasons why it was removing the Lindsay X-LITE from its roadways. What are these inconsistencies and misperceptions? Among other things, FHWA relied on guardrail manufacturers like Lindsay to self-test for crash performance. If gold standard really equals self-testing, it begs to question if FHWA is really holding manufacturers accountable to testing for real-life scenarios. In fact, the GAO recommended that FHWA, among other things, require independence of testing and third-party verification of such crash test results. In an April 21, 2017 letter to the FHWA, Tennessee Senators Lamar Alexander and Bob Corker point out this gold standard charade, citing the GAO study, stating that if a state's policy is only to refer to a federal requirement that does not exist, then effectively no requirements govern crash testing in that state. For example, the X-LITE did not receive all of the recommended tests. The tests were conducted by Safe Technologies, a subsidiary of Lindsay Corporation, on behalf of the company which licensed the X-LITE to Lindsay. Nevertheless, FHWA gave the X-LITE its seal of approval. Virginia's DOT independently ran modified tests on the X-LITE. It failed. In response, in May 2017, FHWA issued an open letter to the guardrail and highway safety industry requiring that hardware devices must complete the full suite of recommended tests. This is a step in the right direction. So what are states doing now? Tennessee and a small handful of other states are committed to removing the Lindsay X-LITEs from their roads, while other states are assessing or have yet to assess the potential danger of the X-LITE. What can you do? First, please contact your state legislator and DOT and demand the Lindsay X-LITEs be removed and replaced with safe units. Second, contact the following representatives who requested the GAO study. Demand FHWA establish testing procedures at the federal and/or state level and comply with GAO's recommendations of independent testing versus green-lighting self-testing by manufacturers.